All right, everybody. Once again, it's Let Your Light Shine. You got the Steve-O.
Yeah, I'm here.
And it is Henderson Hangout.
Interview edition.
With the other me.
With the other me. Welcome, the other me. Welcome, Mark.
Hi, guys. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course.
Oh, listen, look at this. Look at Vanna White here.
Before we get into Steve-O's questions, I had thrown out into the post, I posted something, but I only gave it you guys just a couple hours, so I don't think it gave anybody enough time for this. If you had any questions for Mark here. And we only got one, and Seeking Vegas Sunrise, and it wasn't even a question. They just wanted to let you know that you're the best.
Well, thank you. Those guys were awesome. They came and hung out with me on Fremont Friday a couple weeks ago, and it was a lot of fun.
Excellent.
It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with them.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I've got my phone with some questions for you, and we'll see how they go.
Questions.
All right. All right. So let me see. All right. We'll start off. How many videos have you done? The other me has put out quite a bit of content. How many do you think you have?
I think I just hit 300 or 350, or I'm right around there. I'm somewhere around 300.
Okay.
300 videos.
And how long did that take you to get there?
May 1st will be 2 years that I've been on YouTube.
Okay. Wow. So that's almost one every other day, right around there, every day and every day and a half.
Well, 2 years.
No, well, you did 300 in 2 years, so
600 days.
Well, how much is a year?
365.
All right, so I said almost. So yes, so okay, we all know Steve-O can't do math now.
I'm horrible at math. Worst person.
I was just rounding it up or down. Okay, so you've had approximately 350 videos. Do you have a favorite? Or even a top 5 if it's hard to roll that in.
One of my favorite videos I ever did, believe it or not, is a Halloween video I did a long time ago with a friend of mine. It was our first collab, and we never met each other, and we didn't even meet each other until like almost 6 months later. But it was the Halloween video I did for Not Scary Farm versus the haunt that we have here. I can't remember the name of it right now off the top of my head. And we were kind of like comparing that.
Oh.
And I did a whole thing in the beginning where I'm like, help me, I'm trapped on a haunted house and I can't find my way out. And then the guy that owned the haunted houses was actually kind enough to walk me through them and let me film. I went in there with big lights and stuff, and he let me walk in the back of the haunted house and film. And he said I'm the first YouTuber ever that's ever been allowed to go in there and film.
Nice.
So,
That is cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's cool. All right, so this wasn't even in my questions, but you brought it up when we were just chatting when we first got here. You said how you're trying really hard to, improve your content. You were talking about delving into it. So what kind of tricks are that? None of it's going to give anything away, but what kind of tricks and techniques were you thinking about? Incorporating.
When I first started my channel, I was all about transitions and just everything that when a new YouTuber, when you go on, you research YouTube. You just like watch everybody that makes videos, filmmaking videos. And when I first started, transitions were the big thing. The zoom ins, the zoom outs, the swishes and all that stuff. And then when I come to realize is that you don't need that stuff. So I met Joe and Alan and Ted, and I've learned so much by watching them that I learned that creating the content is more visual in nature. You should try to get better at creating better shots, better angles and things like that. I learned that from them, and I watched other YouTubers that talked about it, but I learned so much from them that I just want to create things like that. Now I want to go do some like really super hyper lapses on a strip and some shots like that I don't really see too much, and I have a few ideas in my head of where I'm going to shoot them, and I think it'd be pretty cool. Wow. But it's stuff like that. It's mostly Vegas content because God knows if I don't do a Vegas video, it tanks.
Yeah, something about Vegas. No kidding.
The results aren't there. Oh no, I don't know. So do you ever research a location before you shoot it? Or I mean, you haven't actually driven out there and say, okay, this is cool, and actually made 2 trips. Have you done anything?
Yes,
like that?
I have driven or I've walked areas of town. Like if I'm out doing something, I'll go park somewhere and I'll go walk around and see if this is worth me shooting. Am I going to get in trouble? Is security going to chase me out of here? You know, am I going to be able to do anything? Typically, if there's somebody of authority somewhere, when I show up with a camera, I will ask them first. You know, before I start shooting anywhere or anything. I mean, you guys just see me complain on Fremont Friday about the security down there or the security opinions, and that's partially the reason. I try not to create turmoil, so I want to make sure it's okay to film there. I even ask people in restaurants, hey, you know, I'm going to be filming this way. Are you okay being on camera? You know, but if they're ways away, it doesn't really matter because you can shoot them. But when they're real close, I try not to invade people's privacy.
Well, it's nice to be polite. That's great. That's good. And but you don't subscribe to the philosophy: film first, ask for permission later.
You don't do that?
Only when
we don't know anyone that does that.
That's crazy talk.
Only when it comes to police chases, and I might get involved in that or something.
Okay.
No, but I have done that. I've like if I'll see turmoil, I'll film. So who doesn't? That's why you get your camera.
Well, yeah, that's what it's for. You're
vlogging all about.
let's see. Okay. Now you said when you get big, or a few minutes ago. So when are you getting big?
Oh, it'll be years.
Come on! Don't say that.
I mean, if I was going by Social Blade says that I may hit 100,000 subscribers in 3 years.
Wow.
So I mean, if I can do it in 3 years, that'd be awesome. I set a goal for myself this year to hit 20,000. That was just reaching for the stars. If I can hit 8 or 10, I'll be happy with that. You know, who doesn't want to hit 20,000? I'd love to hit 20,000.
Oh, everybody,
you know?
I think. I don't see why they wouldn't. Absolutely. Now, a quick question: how did you actually run into our channel? Did you know about us at all before you met Chrissy?
Actually, I saw it. Alan, don't get mad. I actually commented on her channel before you even knew Alan existed in this town. I was the guy that told you, hey, I cannot comment on your channel because it's set for children. And then you said, no, it's not. I said, yes, it is, but that's a YouTube glitch.
Oh.
It happens every now and then because I get the same comments. I can't comment on your channel. It's set for children.
Wow.
So
but how did you
clean up your comments.
I looked for, I was looking for Vegas vloggers, and if I found one, and then I would follow their trail of people till I could find Vegas vloggers, because I think it's important as a Vegas creator that we support other Vegas creators, even if you don't agree with them. I mean, there's a list of vloggers I don't agree with, but I still support them.
Okay.
I still watch their videos and I still support them. I might not comment on them, but I still watch them. And I've never thumbs down to anybody ever.
That's nice.
Never.
You're not my thumbs
Yeah.
down.
Oh, come on.
Damn. I gotta find that person.
Hook him up to a lighter test.
I believe in karma. So if I'm gonna thumbs down somebody, then I'm expecting it back double on me. So it's just not gonna happen. So.
Oh, that's nice. Smart. Wow. Look at that. Look at
And
that.
don't get me wrong, I get thumbs down like immediately.
Oh,
On some
yeah.
videos, it's like really quick.
It's comical.
Yeah, they come out of the woodwork sometimes, and they're so quick.
And the more views you get, the more thumbs down you'll get.
All right. So you vlog, and so what's your favorite part of the vlogging process? Is it
Editing.
Is it really?
Well, editing and cool camera shots, cool angles, things like that. I have fun doing that. I have fun shooting. I don't necessarily have fun talking to the camera all the time because I don't script at all. I just flip the camera around and hope the right words come out of my mouth. That's why you see me stutter and screw up all the time when I'm talking, because I don't script anything.
Everything we do is scripted.
Yeah.
When it is, it's horrible acting.
Yeah.
I do have a quick question. It's in my head, fresh.
Oh, good.
Because you guys, I think you use the same music library as Alan and Joe, or Alan, and I like it because I also started using it. But I noticed my Power Director editing also has its own music all of a sudden, but why choose that one you guys chose over others? Because I'm sure you guys have a free one too that you can use.
The only free one I saw was the one on YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was
okay.
the YouTube music, and then there was like my intro song for my not Fremont Friday, but for the intro song is actually from No Copyright Sounds. That's a website, or that was on YouTube. They had a web channel, and I went and got that song, cut it in the middle, and made my intro to it. But I chose I think I chose Epidemic Sound at the time because it supposedly had the most playlists, because I know there's Artlist and there's a couple other ones out there. And when I listened to the ones, I thought that Epidemic Sound had the most for me. The problem is they're not adding much lately. I haven't heard anything really new, and the stuff that's coming in new is probably great for other people's channel, but it's not the kind of music I put on mine. I try to choose music for the theme of the video, and
yeah, I noticed that.
And I can't. I like Fremont Friday. It's almost impossible for me to find a brand new rock song every week. So I try to rotate them to where they're not heard every single week, and then every now and then I'll find a new one that I use and throw in there. And what's funny is Ted and I both used the same song this week.
Well, no, that transition sound too, is that's
me.
A side effect? Or no, I mean not a side effect, sound effects.
The whoosh?
Yes. Yeah. That sound you make.
I got that from... Where did I get that from? I think I got that from a free website.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's not enough seconds long, but the other ones I have come from Epidemic.
Okay.
Yep, they come from Epidemic. And I learned from watching like Peter McKinnon and Matty Apoya that you don't necessarily have to use the sound you think goes with it, because they were doing like skateboarders jumping off of sidewalks and using prison door slams as the landing.
Oh,
and it just worked perfectly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Well, I think that's really neat. I mean, in my questions basically was that I had a question about editing for you, and I was going to say, and it's basically how much do you hate editing? And I just assumed that it was going to be, well, I'll probably give it a 7, maybe a 5.
Spend a lot of
but
time.
you actually really enjoy it. So I mean, that really must be cool if you could sit down at the computer and you really enjoy just putting all that stuff together and creating a. I can see why it would be cool, but I can see why some people just don't want to spend that kind of time.
Right.
It depends on the video too. Some videos I really have a lot of fun editing. If I know that I'm going out to get something specific and I know in my head what I want it to look like, and I go home and I edit it and it looks like that, then I really have a good time with it. I originally started my channel. The reason why I started my channel was 2 reasons. 1, I wanted to learn how to edit, and 2, I wanted to spend time with my kids. And that's why my channel, that's the whole reason why I started my channel. And I started watching Casey Neistat first, and then it just kind of went from all kinds of filmmakers up
I'm not catching the big deal
there.
like Casey Neistat, but everyone, I tried to watch him for like a couple times. I'm like, I'm not catching
I've only
it.
seen one of his videos,
Someone
and
said
I was.
Pomsey is the new Casey Neistat of Vegas. I'm like, I'm not catching on to this kid.
Well, I'm going to be quiet.
Okay. I don't know. All I know is the one video I watched, I go, wow. Really, this is
cool.
This is
and
what's.
He does, I mean,
he had some cool shots
he's got
and
a
cool
life and all.
music and all. I just didn't.
It's not
I
grabbing
don't
my
know.
attention.
It wasn't my thing, but I'm glad people.
Maybe
are
because of
happy.
his editing.
People are happy.
It's more of his filmmaking that people get into Casey, I guess. You have to be into filmmaking to like those kind of people.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm just like a phone ball. Like, I'm not
You guys
interested in
like
that.
One of his best videos is the one he shot on like a handy cam or something like that, where he made a video about bicycle riding in New York City. I don't know if you saw that one or not, but it's really funny.
No.
Where the bicycles aren't allowed to ride on the sidewalk or something. So he's riding on the street and there's giant potholes everywhere. So he keeps crashing his bike, and the end he slams into a police car. The same cop that gave him a ticket for riding on the sidewalk or riding on I forget what he did. It was funny.
That is kind of funny. Huh. Okay, so, well, speaking of a vlogger of note, why don't we? I have all my questions here. So, yeah, you like that?
Yes.
It's so. Who are your influences of photography and for photography and vlogging?
Besides us.
Oh yeah, besides obviously. I mean, we don't need to point out the obvious, or the video's going to be too long.
Well, obviously Casey, but I didn't try to steal his style.
Right.
You know, and Peter McKinnon. But honestly, the influences I get are from the smaller channels. I have more fun watching smaller channels going through the same process as I went through to get to where they want to go than I do watching the big season channels. But I would say my biggest influence was probably Peter McKinnon. It was probably Peter McKinnon.
Okay.
Yeah. I started with Casey, and then it's like I said when you asked me how I found you. I started with Casey, and then I kind of swerved off into Peter McKinnon. Then I found Matty Apoya. Then I found Donna Does It, and I just found everybody. There's all kinds of channels you.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of those.
Okay, I'm gonna throw something a little off the curveball here. You're very familiar with Vegas.
Yes.
And we're a part of our channel is relocating to Vegas and all about relocating to Henderson, really. So, but for all those people that watch our channel, can you recommend 3 different areas where you think would be a really nice neighborhood to move into?
Seven Hills,
Okay.
Inspirata.
These are all in Henderson.
Yeah, Seven Hills, Inspirata, and
How about a Vegas town?
Oh, Vegas, in actual Vegas?
You're all
I wouldn't suggest anybody live in Vegas.
There's nothing in a neighborhood you'd go, oh, that's not a bad little neighborhood.
I don't know exactly. There are it's hard to explain. There is slum, and then right in the middle of slum, you'll find a beautiful little neighborhood that's very well kept. It's been there forever. If you go over to where Lonnie Hamburger lives, and you drive through that neighborhood, sure, you'll see a couple rentals, and rental houses are usually the ones that have dead lawns. But the houses, even though they're older, they're very well kept, and they're very pretty houses that are all in that area where Lonnie Hamburger lives. I don't know if you know where he lives.
I don't know where he lives. So
You know, he's.
I didn't know who he is.
Yeah.
He used to be the lieutenant governor of Nevada, and his whole
okay.
backyard is stuff from movies, and it's hangs over the wall.
Oh.
So if you go up Flamingo, and you turn left on Mojave, I think it is, on the right hand side down a little bit, you'll see a yard that has a train sitting up in the air, like the second story of a house is just sitting up there. You'll see a space shuttle. You'll see some Harry Potter stuff.
Wow.
You'll see all kinds of crap hanging out of his yard, and then every now and then you'll see a crane putting stuff in there. And then in his front yard, he actually has a space shuttle sitting in his driveway, and a Ferrari from Magnum PI, and Batmobile
cool.
sitting out in the front
Seems like a
yard.
lot of
Yeah.
I was just thinking, all I'm thinking is, boy, there must no association.
Yeah.
No, there's no association. I don't think that because it's an older neighborhood. You used to give away $10 bills on Halloween.
Wow, look at that Rockefeller,
Damn,
boy.
it's better than
Rockefeller.
full-size candy bar.
Woohoo!
And once a year, he has tours of his house, and I haven't found out what year it is. I know he's getting up there in age if he's even still alive. But they let you tour his house, and he has actual Harry Potter stuff from the movies in his house. That,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want to go vlog it, but I don't know when. I don't know when he's going to be open again.
So if you know, comment down below.
Exactly.
Yes.
Woohoo.
He used to be lieutenant governor of Nevada, and then there was a race car driver that got shot in the head while he was driving home one night, and he was going to be the next. He was going to be the next Vegas boy that went up into the Bush series, but because that happened to him, Kurt Busch moved up, and then Kyle obviously fell behind him, and that's that whole story went up there. But he tried to save that kid because he's a brain surgeon, and then, I think he prolonged his life maybe a few weeks, a month, so they ended up passing away.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, let's interrupt the whole process and bring on the fruitcake.
Okay, this is the problem about the fruitcake.
Did it get a little?
It's nasty. We did not freeze it. We did not refrigerate it. We let it sit. And Mark's like, "Are you kidding me?" He was willing to take it. Here, you can have it. It's still good till May, but it doesn't look like it's good till ever. It's. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Hey, you know what, Mark? If you'll take a bite, I'll take a bite.
Oh my god!
Oh, is it? Maybe I won't. You can spit it out. If you could have lasted, thank you for doing that. If you had waited, if I had been fed 5 seconds quicker, I would have done it too.
Oh, bad!
It's your water.
We can throw it away now.
No, you still got Ted and Joe. They need to go in the freezer. Is where it needs to go.
Okay, in the freezer, we'll freeze. We'll cut it in half and freeze it for 2 minutes.
You know what? Through all the goo, there's actually a dough taste in there, where you can actually taste dough, which is pretty good, like cookie dough. But it's like dough and crap.
Nobody else is. That's enough. Wow.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're glad we brought that out.
Just trying to get it out of my teeth now.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let me see. Where was I? Where's my stuff? Okay. So we're almost down to the wire here. We're almost done. Oh, sorry. And okay. So you were born in Vegas. Were you born in Vegas?
Born and raised. Born at Women's Hospital, which ended up being a car wash, and now it's just the lawyer's office or something.
Okay.
So that's a small. It used to be went from
Women's
hospital to
hospital.
car wash.
Yeah, they tore it down, built the car wash, and now it's
okay.
another
I'm
building.
Like, it's
Yeah.
the same building. I'm like the hell.
1970.
Oh, okay.
1970s?
That's when I was born here.
Oh, wow. Holy cow. I'm feeling kind of old.
First time I'm the youngest in this group. Goddamn time.
Yeah, that's true. That's
It's
true.
been a while. Anyway, move on.
Okay, so you're here. Let's see. And there was the questions are since you're born here, you obviously know your way around like crazy.
Yeah.
You have your family has some history here. Now, I'm getting, if you don't want me to, I'll move
Oh no,
on.
you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, so your mom, you said your mom actually, you actually were thought that when you walked into this house,
Yeah,
you thought you
built
might have
this
actually been part of building it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's crazy. So you built a lot of the houses right in here, and you live not far from here, right off Green Valley Parkway. So that's crazy. But you said that your family owned a lot of Henderson Valley, or a lot of the general area.
My aunt Gay owned Green Valley, but when I was a kid, this was all desert. And my mom, we lived in Montana. We moved to Montana for some odd reason when I was like 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that. Anyway, my mom, she came back to take care of my aunt Gay when she was passing away of cancer, and she left all the land to my mom. And her husband, who she had divorced 11 years prior, contested the will, and the judge told my mom, Laura, it's all yours. He can't do nothing. It's been 11 years. You know, he left, they got divorced, and my mom let him have it. So he sold all this land or whatever. I don't know how much he got for it, but yeah, my aunt owned all of Green Valley. Most of it. I can't say all of it. She owned a lot of it because we used to ride bikes and stuff out in the desert.
Wow. Cray. Wow. Alrighty.
My aunt was the first child born in the settlement before Las Vegas was recognized.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Wow, your roots go way.
Oh, yeah.
They're deep as roots can go in a desert. Let's see. Last question. It was just in my head. Now I feel silly. Ask something, Chrissy.
Great. We need an
Let's
intermission.
Yeah, we do. We need an intermission. I don't know what it was. I'm gonna see what to ask you. I know. Just some simple. Tell us some of the big events that have happened in Vegas,
PepCon. I'll tell you a story about PepCon. You remember
that sounds
PepCon?
good.
Nope.
I don't even
PepCon's the one that blew up and left a big mushroom cloud. It was in Henderson. Yeah.
When was this?
Okay, there was a plant in Henderson called ammonium that made of ammonium perchlorate, which is the rocket fuel that powers the space shuttle. I was at school, and I was going to what's now called SECTA, but back then what's called Votech High School. And I took a class called telecommunications, which shows you that I've been in video my whole life. I've always been, which is telecommunications is like everything in a news studio. So it's the big cameras, the editing, the switchboards, all that stuff. I learned how to edit on toggles with big tapes like this.
Wow.
But we were out filming at the edge of the canyon because Votech sits up on a mesa, and PepCon exploded. When it happened, I actually had better footage than the guy that sent the footage from the junkyard. For those of you that don't know what PepCon is, all you got to do is look it up. It happened in 1987, 86 or 87. Or it might have been 80. It might have been my graduating year. Anyway, which was 88. It left a huge mushroom cloud. It looked like something out of, like they dropped a nuclear bomb. But the reason why my footage, Mr. D wouldn't send my footage off to get used, or our footage, was me and my friend Chester. We had a big news camera. We had it on a tripod, and we were filming out over the valley. And I think we were making an intro for our news show because we had to put our news show every week. So we were filming, and when PepCon exploded, I said, holy shit. Chester said something else. And you heard it on camera. But then, I don't know if you've ever seen a Bugs Bunny cartoon when he's like underground and you see the ground doing this. The ground actually did that.
Oh my God.
It actually all the way towards us in a wave. And I remember saying, oh, F, and it hit like that. And that's when you heard the boom, because the boom came with it. The explosion happened before the sound happened. And when the boom hit, the camera shot back and I caught it. And you could hear me go, oh, and I landed on the ground. That's why I was
that trucker
interviewing.
mouth you were telling us about.
But I had, because when the first explosion, when I go, look at that, we zoomed in. you know, well, we didn't do this because it was a camera, so you just
You do
push a
dolly
button and it went on its own. Yeah, dollies. You
They
know what a
have
dolly
stuff
zoom
back
is? It's
there.
when you're
Just kidding.
pulling back.
Yeah, and you're
You can-
zooming in at the same time. That
Yeah.
would get a cool effect on
Yeah.
that thing.
Yeah, I do it.
If
I
you
do it a
were
lot.
pulling back.
Alan did it in his Virgin video. He did a really cool reveal where he came around and you see the Virgin Hotel, and as he's coming around in the reveal, the hotel's pulling back. That's a dolly zoom. So.
It's pretty cool effect.
Very cool. Wow. So that sounds like a crazy event. Okay, so we got a little Henderson history for all you people that want to move out here. And,
Pepcon's gone now.
Where
moved them
exactly in Henderson was that location?
It was on Lake Mead. So if you go up, if you take 95 and get off on Lake Mead right there and turn left, you know where that mall is that's on the left-hand side as you're headed towards there's doctor's offices, there's a mall and everything right there. That's where those two plants, Kerr-McGee and Pepcon, sat right there. Right when you get off the freeway on Lake Mead and you're headed towards Boulder Highway, it was right there,
Oh,
right next
is
to the
that where
freeway.
like we got the dogs at that? It's not really. It's like an outdoor mall, like a strip mall.
Yeah, it's an outdoor strip
Where
mall
the
type of thing.
Petco
Yeah.
is?
Yeah, there's a bunch of things. There's fast food restaurants. I don't know if it's a mall.
Yeah, it's like
Is
an
there a
outdoor.
Target in
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I think so. I don't remember.
But
But
wow, okay.
it was either in the mall or right or to the left of the mall. I don't
So that
remember
we're
exact
talking pretty
location.
close to Water Street then.
Yeah, down just a little bit.
Wow.
When I got home that day, my mom had a French window. It was shaped like a dome.
Wow.
And if you ever Google it and go back and look at the site when they were done, only one person died. It was the guy in the wheelchair that called 911. There were trucks that were sitting in front of it. When this thing exploded, it does like an implosion before it comes out. There were trucks sitting in front of Pepcon that the doors were touching
Wow.
inside the truck. So the truck went like that. There's pictures of it.
Glad I wasn't in the
Yeah.
truck. Damn.
Only one person passed away, and it was the man in the wheelchair, the
Oh.
dispatcher.
Well, that's
Crazy.
pretty good, but not too good.
Yeah.
But way better than I guess it could have been. Okay, well, Mark, we want to thank you, the other me. We want to thank you
Yeah,
for
the other
joining
me.
us
We'll put
on
his,
our channel.
Link.
Unless you
down
have
below
something
in the
else.
description.
Oh no, huh? I really appreciate you guys having me up here. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I'm honored. So
I'm
I get
glad
to
we
be
met.
on.
I mean,
And we better get 911 on speed dial here because you tried the fruitcake.
yeah, really. Good lord.
I feel pretty bad now. I didn't realize it was going to be that. It's going to be that bad.
No, but I'm glad we met you guys. Like, I'm very appreciative to.
Oh, yeah, we're
even
so
our
happy
friends
we
Vegas
met.
Fest
We
ideas,
consider you a
because
very
without
good
them, we
friend,
haven't met
so.
you guys, and it's been fun hanging out with you all, and then meeting new people through you guys, and it's been a nice. Everyone wants to help each other out, like you said. You want to go out with each other and just have a good time, and
That's what it's about.
and I'm learning off you guys. I mean, I'm trying to up my game as a phone blogger. You know, I can do the best. I'm doing B-roll now. I got Epidemic sound music now.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good. Yeah, you picked a good song too.
Thank
She
you.
has a selfie stick
What
now.
song? What song are you talking about?
I don't remember what song it was.
I'm all testing you.
You know, when I do a video, it literally takes me about an hour and a half to find the songs that I'm going to use.
Yeah,
it
I
takes a
started
while.
making playlists way before I started doing the videos.
Yeah.
So I'm like going, ooh, I like that one. Ooh, I like that. So anyway,
So that's what you're going to get when you get music. You get what Chrissy likes.
Yeah, there you go.
it's not a bad gig.
Not a bad
I
gig.
am.
That's how we roll.
It is what it is.
It's
Okay.
fun.
Definitely.
Oh.
Damn, there goes
The
that.
only reason why I keep saying Steve, stop doing that because it's so loud in the mic,
Yes.
and then people go, I can't hear you guys because there's too much banging,
Banging going on. It's all that banging.
This is not a pineapple party, people. Just so you know.
Alrighty.
So that's all.
So-
all right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe once again.
Okay.
And
And we need to decide who's next.
yeah,
And I did.
Joe.
I don't
Joe
know.
or Ted.
Joe or
Oh,
Ted.
Joe, it's gonna be-
I mean,
okay,
of course,
so
it's gonna be Joe or Ted.
It's
next.
going to be Joe or Ted.
Because
So
both.
send in your
Either
questions
or.
for them
Yeah,
and put them in this video. That way we know we'll have them when the
that's
time
cool.
comes.
Yeah, that's a
That
good
way,
idea.
instead of sending out
A post.
a post and not getting anybody because we did it last minute, this way we can have them already.
That's a very good idea.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
And when you go find the Halloween video that I said I like the best, keep in mind in the very beginning I'm sitting on the toilet holding a flashlight.
Gross.
Wow.
But your Easter video cracked me up.
Oh my god.
It was so stupid.
I was so. I was. I was so embarrassed to film that. I made sure Alex stayed upstairs the whole time I did it. I was dancing around my living room holding a chocolate rabbit, and I had a camera hanging on my neck, a big camera too, a DSLR camera.
Yeah.
So I was strapped on holding a rabbit, spinning around.
It was so funny though.
Yeah, it was very funny. So like, share, and subscribe
To his channel,
to the other me,
to our channel.
and our channel. What the hell? Throw us in there too.
Yeah.
And
That's all we
we'll
got.
talk to you next time.
All right. Till then, guys. We'll see you again. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.